back in Ottawa today to answer reporter questions about police oversight and accountability. So it was a given that the issue of controversial wristbands worn by some officers would come up. Our Judy Trin was at the news conference and has this report.
I've not had the opportunity to speak to Chief Borlo about that specific issue. Again, those are operational issues.
The issue of Ottawa Police Solidarity wristbands does not affect how police respond to emergency calls, but it does affect public trust. The Attorney General was hesitant to weigh in. That was a disappointment to Justice for Abdirahman Coalition, who want politicians to strongly condemn the visible support of Constable Daniel Monsion, who is accused of manslaughter in the death of Abdirahman Abdi.
It's not an operational issue. It's the issue that lies within our public institutions, especially the leaders of our province. I think it's fair and it's expected of them to restore that trust within the community.
But instead, NACV offered this tepid response.
I think we all have a collective responsibility to make sure that we work very hard to have that strong relationship between the police and the communities. I think erosion in that trust is always dangerous.
At a community policing meeting last night, speaker after speaker ripped into the Ottawa Police Force for their handling of the affair.
How would police feel if members of the black community were wearing wristbands in support to a man charged with manslaughter of a police officer?
Because some members decided to wear those wristbands or to sell those wristbands, it makes the entire police service look like they lack empathy.
More than 1,200 wristbands have been sold. The deputy chief tried to explain how the wristbands weren't meant to offend, just to support an officer going through a difficult court process.
It is an isolating process that you need support through wherever you get that support from. So this was members of our organization trying to support a colleague, a person they saw as a family member, through that.
The officers have been told not to wear the bracelets while in uniform, but some community members don't want to see them while off duty either.
I think that it's very difficult to remove that hat even if you're not on duty, and it's important that these officers understand the accountability that rests on their shoulders.
Police did not apologize for the unsanctioned wristbands promoted by some members, but the staff sergeant in charge of the diversity unit admitted a mistake was made.
My hope is we look back in the future and learn from, some of the mistakes we've done here. We're not perfect. We're all human beings. We made a mistake here.
This is the first time Ottawa police have spoken on the record about the wristband issue. Last week, senior police managers, the inspectors, met with platoons to try and explain the depth of community anger over the bracelets and warn against wearing them. Now, we've received a few emails and tweets about officers as well as civilian staff of the Ottawa Police wearing these wristbands while at work, but it doesn't seem to be widespread.
The CBC's Judy Trin reporting for us tonight. A dozen Ottawa